What up, Cowboys Nation? It's your boy John G. Post game, Cowboys lose to the Seahawks, 24-13. If you're a Cowboys fan like I am, you were frustrated the entire 48 minutes of that game. The offense was just sputtering. The defense eventually started giving in, and I mean, all fundamentals, everything just out of the window. We are just not playing. We did not play good football today. Um, this might be a sign that we might just be a bad football team. Both times that we have been on the road, the offense looked absolutely putrid. Um, it looks like the changes that we made this year on the coaching staff, receivers, line, quarterback, coach. We just all of the changes that we made on the coaching staff on the offensive side of the ball are backfiring, and the players look worse than what they were last year, in my opinion. Defensively, I see a little bit more fire with the change of adding Chris Richard, but today I saw poor tackling, which I gave them kudos for last week, being a better tackling team. Saw a lot of arm tackling out there today. Um, on secondary, there were a couple missed assignments. I know that Kayvon Frazier missed an assignment on that touchdown to Lockett, and it was something as simple as him being in the right spot pre-snap. Um, I mean, it's really hard for me not to rant. I'm trying not to rant, but I do know that offensively, the passing game is the issue. It's the passing game. It just sucks, you know. Um, Now, I'm having a hard time trying to figure out where the blame should go because for me, you know, I just put a tweet up that Dak and Linehan suck. I think that they've sucked. Both of them have sucked with their respective, um, I guess, in their respective jobs that they have with us. I don't think that Linehan is putting Dak in position to make plays. And the one thing about Dak that I'm noticing is that his mechanics are regressing. Where he should be going with the football, he's not. He's holding on to the ball too long. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, the receivers aren't getting any separation. But guess what? You got to have a clock inside your head to let you know, hey, this guy's not open. Let me dump the ball down. And when he does dump the ball down, it's high behind. He did dump the ball down to Zeke one time, and Zeke dropped the ball. Zeke didn't particularly have a great day either. He actually had 127 yards on the ground, but I mean, he fumbled the ball, stepped out of bounds on the touchdown play, which was one of Dak's good plays in the game. Um, I felt that Zeke is out of shape, and I'm not even sure how you even get him in shape at this point. He just seems out of shape, but I think he does this every year. I think he kind of in the early part of the year, he's kind of sluggish, and then he probably around week 4 or so he picks it back up. Last year we gave the excuse that maybe he was going through something. That's why he was playing so poorly at the beginning, and then he started getting his legs back. I think that maybe he just is out of shape at this point because I know that one play he fumbled on earlier in the game, I think he scores that touchdown. I think he scores that touchdown if he's in shape. The Zeke that we know, the Zeke that we think that we have, would have scored that touchdown. Or he at least finishes that run a little bit better than he did. It almost looks like when he's in open space, he's falling down and tripping over his feet all the damn time. It's like Clinton Portis out there. But I think that part of that is we're not getting him in the rhythm early. And I think part of it is the tempo that we play at. And this goes to the offensive coordinator, in my opinion, is that we do a lot of bunch formations. We have the fullback. We had a lot. We had the fullback in there a lot today. We try and bunch the ball and play power football, but they have 9 in the box, dude. They have 9 in the box. Like, we need to spread it out. Make them have to bring a nickel defender on the field. That way, when they do bring the extra guy in the box, that's a DB and it's not a damn linebacker. You know what I mean? Or it's kind of Yeah, Sam, man, the kicker is legit, man. He had a couple of not heartbreaking, but like heart racing kicks where it kind of hooked and then it came back. Um, but offensively, man, I think once we speed the tempo up a little bit better, we're much better. Dak doesn't have to think as much. I think they're trying to make him into something that he's truly not. They're trying to make him into a just straight drop back passer. The guy has legs. He's better on the move. Um, he's better on the move. When you got to give him less reads and less responsibility. I hate to say it, but it's true. I don't like. I seen somebody just make the comment that you name me a quarterback that gets hit that much that'll make plays. Well, why is he getting hit so much? Does he know where the pressure's coming from? And when you know where the pressure's coming from, shouldn't you know where your safety valve is or your check down? Like it looks like for me, I don't necessarily believe it's the line so much because he's back there sometimes for 5 seconds and he's back there for 5 seconds and then it's just like get rid of the ball already. Like throw the ball to your check down and then by that time he's either throwing it behind him or he's throwing them out of bounds, throwing the check down out of bounds. Like I do think that Dak can play better. Now a lot of people are gonna say it's not his fault, but hey, this your team. You the quarterback. The things that he can control, I think that, his mechanics, throwing off of his tippy toes and off his back feet, when he does step into his throws, they're a little bit better. And I know that a lot of people will say, well, he's getting rushed. He's getting rushed from the outside. He's getting rushed from the outside. So there is room for him to step up to make a play. But I would love to have, and maybe I need to just go ahead and invest in getting the NFL pass where you can see the full 22, because I would love to see if he's really missing reads, if the receivers aren't getting open, if it's just that, because I know that Dez Bryant got a lot of flack for that, and they kept trying to tell you that this guy couldn't run routes. They kept trying to tell you he couldn't run routes, but it looks the absolute same. Now I just read that Connor Williams is getting pushed back every time. Well, Tyron Smith was getting his ass whooped today too. But for the most part, I still think that Dak had enough time to at least get the ball down to his check down, and then we can blame the offensive coordinator solely. You know what I mean? Like your clock is like, all right, 1, 2, dial it down, dump it down. So that's just how I feel about the situation. Or get rid of it. Throw it close to them, throw it out of bounds, throw it away, something. Like, don't take the sack. Like, I didn't think that the offensive line played bad enough today for it to be 5 sacks. I didn't think that. That's just my opinion. And Sandman, exactly, that's what I'm getting at. Dak's mechanics are not where they should be in year 3. That's what I'm saying when I say Dak is part of the problem. Dwayne Haskins says we need Frederick, makes a huge difference. But we had Frederick last year and Dak still had the same issues. Holding on to the ball. Let's see. Okay then, bro. If 2 Pro Bowlers and a rookie can't block, what do you expect? He doesn't like to make mistakes. You can't expect him to try and force things. I'm not saying he needs to force things, Showtime. That's not what I'm saying at all. And you're not listening to what I'm saying. I'm saying your clock as a QB has to be a certain way. I'm not telling him to force the ball down the field. That's not what I'm saying. But he's holding on to the ball too long. Period. It is what it is. You know what I mean? He's holding on to the ball too long. The offensive line is not playing great. I don't know what you... Like, I get it. Like, guys are saying, I don't know what you expect out of him when they're not blocking like that. But, guys, this isn't the number 1 offensive line that they keep hyping you guys up to. It's not that it hasn't been. And that's where I believe that the offensive coordinator is at fault, because they keep trying these bunch formations and all of this stuff. Spread these guys out. You know what I mean? But this is what I will say about Dak, where he played well in this game. When the tempo was sped up, we had him spread out. We were moving Zeke. Zeke would start out as a receiver. He would come back inside. Like, I felt that way about the Carolina game, and I felt that way about the Giants game. So, at what point, as the offensive coordinator and as the coach, do you guys say, well, you know what? We're not as good as a team when we're doing straight dropbacks or when we're trying to play power football. Maybe we should move things around. And for me, it makes me sick every time I watch the Rams play football because us and the Rams, our offenses are built almost identical with the pieces that we have. Like if you look at the Rams, we have everything the Rams have except coaching. Except coaching. Somebody just said something about the RPO. When the Eagles won the Super Bowl, they used Foles' advantage. We have not used his legs, his advantage, or the RPO, and that's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, let's play to his strengths. It's almost like we're trying to make him something that he's not. So I think it falls on both sides where I believe that Dak's mechanics should be a little bit better, but I believe the coaching should be way better than I think that his mechanics should be at. But those are my issues. Quarterback play, Zeke putting the ball on the ground, putting the ball on the ground today, and the coaching especially. Like in my opinion, Linehan shouldn't get off this plane tonight knowing that he has a job. They should be letting him. They should be giving him his pink slip on the plane. That's just what I believe. And Sandman said the QB coach is garbage. Yes, Kellen Moore is garbage. Based on what I've seen from Dak, what I saw in the preseason, from those guys, Mike White and Cooper Rush, not so much Mike White as Cooper Rush, but the quarterbacks have gotten worse. They've gotten worse since Kellen Moore has been the coach. The receivers, we got rid of Dooley. The receivers look the same. Looks about the same, guys. Matter of fact, probably just about as much drops then as there is now. And let's see, Dwayne Haskins says all these great offensive have head coaches that are former offensive coordinators. And here's how I feel. I think that getting rid of Linehan right now sets the tone that Jason Garrett, you're not safe. That's just how I believe. That's just what I believe. That's my opinion. Linehan should be gone tonight. Let's see. What do you expect from your offense when your coordinator doesn't even talk to Dak? I agree, and that's why I said get rid of him. Linehan has been trash. I have a friend that's a Lions fan, and he told me when we got Linehan, we were excited because we were thinking we were getting the Calvin Johnson, Stafford Linehan. Little did we know they probably were doing that all on their own, man. They probably were doing that all on their own without his tutelage. That's what I thought we were getting. And they said, man, Linehan is trash. I didn't believe him. And we had a pretty solid year when we had Zeke and Dak, their rookie year. But now when it comes down to you having to, play to their strengths or adapt, he's been trash, straight up. Now, Garrett doesn't call plays, Captain Gonzo, but he needs to go back to it. Because I will say this about Garrett. As much as we didn't like him when he was the offensive coordinator, our offense was always in the top 10. Always in the top 10 when he was calling the plays. So, let's see. Somebody said something. Gallup has disappointed me so far. Yeah, Gallup has dropped the ball quite a bit. And that's probably like I done lost my train of thought. I'm still kind of frustrated. But I do think that Jerry Jones is frustrated. They might not let you know that, but something's in the workings, man. Something is in the workings. Steve Mack said, oh no, we suck again. I mean, I got to think about it tomorrow. You know, it's after a game, and I'm always so pissed off after games when we go out to an absolute shit show. So I'm always pissed off. That's why I started the Tuesday morning quarterback thing, so that not the next day, but I can think about this with a level head. So I'm probably gonna come back Tuesday. I know that I was supposed to do the scouting report this week, man, but things got a little crazy, guys. I apologize for that, but this Wednesday I will definitely get it out. All right, thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell each time I put out new content. And make sure you hit up my man Mark Holmes. Mark Holmes' channel. Mark Holmes is a big inspiration. VA Stand Up, my man E2 Blue. Go subscribe to him if you're not subscribed to him. Michael Anthony Fitness. Vaj, Law Nation. I'm about to go tune in to Law right now because I know Law is spitting that hot fire. But all right, peace out.